Find us live on TV and streaming or archived on our website and our app. The ISC is your one-stop shop for the content you want to see, including high school sports, college sports, and other great events throughout the year. Subscribe to our streaming service and get access to it all. ISC, local lives here.
Welcome to Clinton Prairie High School tonight here on the ISC Sports Network. It's the Frankfort Hot Dogs. The Clinton Prairie Gophers set for IHSAA girls basketball. Joining me tonight, Pete Gasho. I'm Sean Walker on the call for you this evening. Let's get into our starting lineups for these Frankfort Hot Dogs. It'll be Ashley Vasquez Rivera, Daisy Santos Valdez, Ella McAtee, Syra Flores, and Vanessa Guardado be your starting five for head coach Matt Crawford. And these Lady Hot Dogs coming in with a 2-17 overall record. A little bit of a rebuilding year here for these Frankfort Hot Dogs. One thing that they do not lack, Pete, is effort. I've seen the Frankfort Hot Dogs girls program a handful of times this season, and they play hard for Coach Matt Crawford, and that's all he's asked of them this season. On the other side of the floor for the home team, the Clinton Prairie Gophers, it'll be the same starting lineup that they've had pretty much all season long. Haven Wilson, Claire Eckenbarger, Caitlin Beck, Abby, and Sydney Swan round out your starting five for the Clinton Prairie Gophers. Head coach Cale Morris in his first season at the helm. And I don't know if we're just getting older, Pete, but it doesn't seem right that Cale Morris, who graduated just a couple of years ago in my mind from Clinton Prairie as the #2 all-time leading scorer in school history on the boys' side of things, has already played 4 years of college basketball, been out of it, was an assistant coach for the boys program a year ago, and now has his first head coaching job here at Clinton Prairie High School and takes over this girls program.
I think it's really neat when you get a guy that played for his alma mater, and then he goes out and plays college ball, and he has a lot of success there, and he comes back to Clinton Prairie High School. Now he's giving back, and he's helping this girls program, and he's really got them playing well, and he's got a great group of young ladies here. And I like his style of play. I like the way he does it on defense, and I think he's going to have a lot of success here.
Coach Cale Morris has this team on a 4-game winning streak. They started the season at just 1-3, kind of righted the ship, and they have been 12-4 ever since. And recently they have beaten ranked opponents that were also sectional opponents potentially. They beat Seeger at Seeger, number 15 team in 2A, and they got that home victory on Friday night against the number 6, now number 9, Carroll Cougars. They also have a big win over Kankakee Valley, who's not ranked, but they've only lost 3 or 4 games on the season, so playing really well here lately, and that's what you want to see for Coach Cale Morris, the Clinton Prairie Gophers, as they get ready for sectional play. We'll tip things up, and it looks like it'll be Vanessa Guardado and Sydney Swan in the circle.
I'm getting excited for that sectional draw. It's going to be fun to see how all this breaks down, we get going here.
Gophers will control the tip early on. Swan with the basketball now. Frankfort will come out in a zone defense here to start. See if they can try to tempt the Gophers to maybe chuck it from the cheap seats all night.
I like this zone defense that the Hot Dogs got working here. Got those arms out, moving really well, making the Gophers shoot it long, but that's what you get.
Sydney Swan opens up the scoring with a deep 3. Gophers on top 3-0 after about 45 seconds of possession. So the Hot Dogs made them work for it, Pete, that's for sure. This shot up just a little bit too strong that time as Ashley Vasquez Rivera put a little too much mustard on that one. Cross-court pass, they look for Beck. She leads the Gophers in three-point shooting this season, but she's off on her first attempt.
Boy, that one looked good when it left her hand.
Daisy Valdez handling that point guard duty early on. It's important to note that the Frankfort Hot Dogs are without the starting services anyway of Madison Cook. She's going to play tonight. She's their leading scorer on the season, but she's working her way back after injury. She played 21 minutes the other night versus Western Boone. Coach said that they're just kind of monitoring her minutes right now as they work her back here towards the end of the season.
Yeah, and they could really use her on the floor. She's a good scorer.
Swan hit a three a minute ago. Step back, knocks down another one, and that is a great sign early for the Gophers.
Yeah, that's, you know, if you want to get an opponent out of a zone, you just shoot over the top of it. Try to force them out.
She had 8 points the other night, or excuse me, 10 points against Carroll, but before that she had been in single digits. Nice look ahead pass to Haven Wilson. If you were able to tune in and catch our pregame show, you saw that highlight video of Claire Eckenbarger, what she did against Carroll, a little bit of everything. It was the passing, the vision, running the offense, scoring when she needed to.
That was a really good pass that time by Claire Eckenbarger, and then Haven Wilson, you know, she was right there, right on the spot. Got that bucket for them.
Guardado shot up, rims out. Frankfort still scoreless after their first few possessions. Look ahead, they get it down low to Abby Swan, who's really probably played the best out of all the Gophers over the last 4 or 5 games. They get it to her down on the block, and she's able to finish.
How about that? Abby Swan, their first bucket there. Good feed inside.
10-0 start for the Gophers. Coach Matt Crawford will take a timeout. That allows us to thank our sponsors. Scott Young of One Midwest Financial offers a wide range of products and services that can help clients get the stability needed to face life surprises. Scott will work in sync with his clients to uncover their financial goals, review the state of their financial health, and identify strategies that guide them up and down the financial mountain. Email Scott at syoung@onemidwestfp.com for more information. I want to thank all of our sponsors here on the ISC Sports Network. We got a tremendous ISC Sports Network crew working behind the scenes for you tonight. Our director, Elijah Match, Sam Wall on graphics, Tony Stewart, not the famed NASCAR driver, but the famed ISC employee. And on the camera work over at Prairie for you, and then Pete Gasho and myself. So 90% of the crew is fantastic. I bring it down a little bit. There's that zone defense. Eckenbarger gets her hand on that one and comes away with the steal.
That's 3 turnovers now by the Hot Dogs. Abby Swan again with her second bucket.
Getting to that scoring column early and often.
Yeah, that time they just beat that defense down the floor.
Abby Swan with 4 points. Over her last 5 games, she is averaging 14 points per game. Good one-handed catch there. Own rebound. Kick out corner. Eckenbarger thought about the 3. Inside.
Oh, that was a great move.
Off. Wilson there to clean it up.
4 for Haven Wilson now. She's another one that's really brought it on this whole year. She's coming along just so fine, you know, really fine, and playing well for the Gophers. Boy, and Eckenbarger see that one all the way.
Still, little jump stop. She's in the scoring column as well. Now 4 of the 5 starters scored here for these Gophers. Valdez tries to set up the offense for Frankfort. They let a 3 fly. That one off the mark. Talking to Coach Crawford leading into this contest, he was quick to highlight as Eckenbarger goes down the lane and scores. And we get another timeout here early. Frankfort's going to take a second. Coach Crawford just upset, I think, with the defensive effort.
Yeah, we had a few of them. You know, we had a couple bad passes down on the other end and the missed shot. And I think they just weren't hustling back, you know, to get back on defense. You got to kind of let those things go, get back and get on defense and play that.
Yeah, for Coach Crawford, he said, listen, that he knows what this year is, but he said we have competed. Our last 2 opponents, we've held them to under 30% shooting from the floor. Those opponents were Western Boone and Rossville. And so he knows, hey, defense travels. And if we can bring the effort and the intensity every night, eventually, right, things start to right the ship and go the way that you want them to. But it's not for a lack of effort. I mean, he's got Vanessa Guardado out there taking charges, and what do we say? She's top 5 in the state for charges taken. And she had 4 of them against Western Boone. And I wrote him back right away, and I was like, Coach Crawford, that right there shows you effort. And that's all you can ask for in a trying season where you're rebuilding, and that's no knock to these girls out here. But many of them haven't played organized basketball until they got into high school. And so that's part of the challenge. Not only are you trying to teach the fundamentals, but then you're trying to set up plays and get them to understand the mental aspect of the game as well. And there's a great hustle play there, a tie-up. That gives the ball back to the Hot Dogs, and Coach Crawford applauds that.
Quick hands, that's the way to do it right there.
Nice crowd turnout tonight here for these two county matchup rivalries. Wilson ahead on the break. She's got 6 points already, more than doubling her season average.
And you got to like the way she's playing here tonight. I mean, she's recognizing that overplay of these passing lanes, and she's getting out front and beating that defense down the floor.
Number 34, Jada Vessels, checked in for Frankfort. And number 5, Madison Cook, is on the floor now as well. Looks like number 10, Jalen Vessels, on the floor. So Coach Crawford, after that last time out, get some other players on the floor here and see if he can change the defensive pressure they were able to apply. Eckenbarger with a near steal. Something she does very well. 4.1 steals per game is number 12 in 2A.
She's got very active hands.
And where she doesn't get credited with the steal here, she will for the team, because she deflected that enough to allow Sydney Swan to interrupted enough. She didn't get a hand on it, but caused the errant pass. Swan with 8 points here in the first quarter. Overplay on the pass, and Beck will be fouled here on the steal. One of the assistant coaches you see there. Hillary Doyle was the maiden name. I'm trying to remember what her married name is now. Guffey, maybe? Guffey? Something like that. Apologize, Hillary. Saw her in the screen there. Obviously the daughter of legend Russ Doyle.
The legend.
Hailey Wilson into the game for the Gophers.
Oh, good hands there.
Over to Wilson on the inbounds here. Looks like Gophers will work some clock now. Up 22-0 here in the first quarter. The Gophers have a doubleheader on Friday night that we'll have on our airwaves.
That time Wilson didn't get the ball down, took a couple steps there. The turnover.
If you're a Frankfort fan, tune in Friday night as well. We've got Benton Central at Frankfort and some boys basketball action. Kurt Darling, Joe Rook, be on the call for that one live from Case Arena. If all goes to plan, it'll be Pete and I back in here for the Eastern versus Clinton Prairie doubleheader. Coverage will start at that one a few minutes before 6 o'clock on Friday.
That ball getting tipped around quite a bit. Finally ends up back with the Gophers. Oh, good look inside.
Abby Swan will go to the free throw line. She's had 34 free throw attempts in her last 5 games. That's almost 7 per contest.
You can see her slide in from the corner, and nobody picked her up.
Over that span, Abby's been shooting at an 82% clip. She was even 5 of 6 from the line against Carroll. Goes 1 of 2 in this trip. The old broadcaster jinx in full effect.
3 on the way.
Can't get it to go. Tracked down by Wilson. Wilson loses the handle. That'll be gathered by Vessels.
Another
On
one.
the way for Frankfort.
Oh, how about that
Valdez.
Boy, that was a pretty looking shot.
Daisy Santos Valdez, not gun shy there at all, let it fly, and then a charge on the other end, and that's Guardado.
There you go. She sat right there. Recognized they were coming down that lane pretty hard.
We're gonna have to keep a Guardado charge tracker tonight.
Yeah,
He's got
definitely.
one so far.
Frankfort's got to do a lot better job of taking care of the ball in these passes here. Got to recognize that Clint Prairie is going to go after every pass that you do. So that's our offensive player needs to help the other one out a little bit, maybe come over to it.
Something we noticed before the game, Pete, and when a team struggles, you find numbers like this. Frankfort averages around 30 turnovers per game. They only average about 25 points per game, so more turnovers than they do points. But this is a team that, I know when I first started covering them, after a handful of games in the season, they were up around a 36 turnover per game mark.
Dribble.
So they've improved on that as the season's gone along, and that's something that Coach Crawford's looked at. While it's not perfect, it's better. Progress, not perfection. That's what I tell myself every day. You're going to get a traveling violation on Syra Flores. Syra's been one of those players for Frankfort that has just been kind of the do-all. You know, she comes in, she cleans up on the glass. She had 14 rebounds, a career high against Rossville. 4 of those rebounds were offensive, so she's not afraid to get in there and mix it up on the offensive glass as well.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, man, on the offensive end. You got to help your team out no matter what you do.
Looking for Eckenbarger, under 8 seconds to go. She's down low. Swan up, the foul. And Flores straight up at the end of it. Arms came down, though. We might get to see it if we get a replay of it here.
Yeah, she goes inside right here. Swan breaks in. Flores gets her right there. See how she comes down and then goes back up with the shooter.
Sydney Swan gets the first one to go. She's got 9 points already here in the first quarter. Leading scorer for the Gophers on the season at 13 points per contest. She'll be the first Gopher into double figures now. Cook will roll it up with under 4. They get it back to her. Shot from the 3-meter line, off the mark. And after one, all Gophers. 25-3 your score. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, second quarter action right here on the ISC Sports Network. Finding affordable, quality reproductive health care isn't always easy. Did you know that there is now a family planning and reproductive health clinic in our area that is income-based? Services include Pap tests, breast cancer screenings, pregnancy tests, sexually transmitted infection and HIV testing, same-day birth control placement, filled prescriptions, and free condoms. Services are on an income-based sliding scale. Visit 1234 Rossville Avenue or call 659-6063 for more information or to schedule an appointment.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
How would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not
before.
going to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Start of the second quarter here at Clint Prairie High School. Our score right now 25-3. This portion of our broadcast brought to us by Healthy Communities of Clinton County Coalition, a collaboration of healthcare providers, service organizations, educators, and others in Clinton County interested in improving the health and well-beings of citizens in Clinton County. Take part in the 2023 Stepping on Stigma 5K on May 13th. You can register today at runsignup.com and search Stepping on Stigma 5K Run Walk. I want to thank Laura Archibald and her staff for their sponsorship here on the ISC Sports Network. I know they've got a great event going on over at Frankfort tonight, a little wrestling. action that's on the ISC Sports Network as well. Twin Lakes at Frankfort. And that night is a sole presentation of Healthy Communities of Clinton County and part of their mental health awareness. Jonathan Mathis on the call on that one for us. Swan was good earlier from 3, twice. Misses that one, but Hailey Wilson tracks it down, and she gets the first bucket here in the second quarter. 24-point lead here early on for the Gophers. Daisy Valdez doing a nice job handling the point guard duties for Frankfort. She's one that's definitely made quite a bit of progress over this season. It's really helped out a player like Madison Cook, having Valdez who can assist her in ball handling duties and breaking the press.
Absolutely.
Got it to go.
Another good look down low.
Sydney Swan leads all scorers with 12 points. Just 1 point off of her season average here. Coming into tonight, Sydney Swan had 870 career points, needs 130 to reach 1,000, but with 3 games left in the regular season, counting tonight, and not knowing how many games you're going to get in the postseason, that may be a tough feat to get to. But a nice career for Sydney Swan nonetheless. She gets her hand on that one, gets the deflection. It's Grace Good on the floor, one of the seniors, number 43 for the Gophers. Almost comes away with the rebound right there, and then Cook able to secure it for Frankfort. Friday night when we host the doubleheader, Eastern and Clinton Prairie, it'll be senior night for both the boys and the girls. Make sure you tune in. We'll try to get those festivities on the air for you as well.
It'll be a busy night, yeah.
So not only will they be bringing in all the fans that a doubleheader typically brings in, but now you're going to draw in even more family and friends to come out and watch the seniors.
That's going to be a great night for basketball right there. Yep, full gymnasium. That'll be exciting.
Swan steps right, shot up. Boy, she thought that one was good, and so did I.
Was down in and back out again.
2 for 4 start from three-point land for Sydney Swan.
Oop, that one off the foot.
Ella McAtee lost the hand on that one.
Yeah. That was like a pinball. Take a look again. This one just kind of goes off the foot. That went off a little bit of everybody.
Between the feet of Abby Swan and out of bounds.
For a little while there, I don't think anybody knew who the ball went to.
Prairie has possession. Down low to Abby Swan. It's going to be tied up.
Yep.
Syra Flores in there. Not surprised. We talked about Syra Flores and her 14 rebounds versus Rossville. Earlier in the season, she went scoreless against North Newton, but she had 9 rebounds and 6 steals. So that just shows you she's scrappy. Swan shot just
good
a little
rebound.
short. There's the aforementioned Flores.
Hit it. Oh!
Daisy Santos Valdez has all 6 points for Frankfort. Finding the stroke from beyond distance. Defender backs off of Swan. Swan lets it go. Can't get it. Eckenbarger there. Rebound up and in.
Nice job by Eckenbarger.
Follow now a 25-point lead. McAtee lets it go. Can't get the bank. And now Beck looks to push. Finds Swan, who's running the floor, and there's a foul on Guardado.
The Gophers like to push the ball. You can see here, try to beat that defense down the floor. They see the open man and tried to get up there and get it in, just couldn't go.
Swan tonight, 1 of 2 from the line. Swan just a sophomore, but really coming into her own here down the stretch. Averaging 14 points a game over the last 5. Had a fantastic double-double against Seeger, who's a ranked opponent, and someone that they might see again in sectional play. She had 16 points and 12 rebounds in that game. Abby just listed at 5'7", but she plays a lot closer.
That's
to 5'11".
the whole thing. Yeah, like when you say that, you got to realize, yeah, she is not very tall, but man, she is scrappy. Good position there. Nice job of getting the rebound and getting out. Oh, took too many steps.
McEntee, the sophomore, the traveling violation, gives the ball back to to the Gophers. Ashley Vasquez Rivera checked back in for Frankfort. Eckenbarger lines up the 3, lets it go, and splash. She's got 9 points here tonight.
There you go.
Good
job. Getting a defender to commit, put the ball down and dribble and draw the foul. Nice job.
Valdez starting to earn some respect out there beyond the line. She knocked down 2 threes, and that closeout from Beck, a little too aggressive. Santos Valdez to inbound. Vessels finds McEntee. Frankfort moving the basketball. Deflection there from Swan. Haven Wilson comes away with it. Here come the Gophers, and they'll look to push again. Abby Swan.
Great look. All the way down. Sister to sister. There's a deflection. Eckenbarger out. And she missed that one, but they get it back.
And Swan knocks it down. You saw Claire turn around and immediately say, I should have shot it left-handed. Frankfort on the other end. Santos Valdez. That one caroms away.
Yeah, that little hesitation there allowed the Gophers to get back and get that turnover.
Flores able to keep the rebound away from Swan. There's Santos Valdez for Frankfort. She's got all 6 points. She thought about the 3 there. McEntee will let it fly.
Oh, boy.
Just off the mark, and now loose ball. Wilson just kind of threw that one in the air, and Eckenbarger's able to track it down.
Yes, got lucky there. The Gophers around there to get it. Now they set back up under 2 minutes in the first half. Oh, nice steal.
Taken away by Ashley Vasquez Rivera. Her shot up too strong. Abby Swan will push it up and then slow it down right there as she crosses the timeline. 34-point lead for the Gophers.
Nice defense.
Important to note that a 35-point lead in the second half will initiate the running clock.
Yeah, number 20, was that? I believe that was 24. 22, Flores. Nice job on defense that time. Knew they were going to go down low. Was able to get on the other side of that defender and deflect that away.
A little over 90 seconds to go here before the half. Cook comes away with the steal. Could get the angle on that one, unable to get it to drop. That's something that Madison Cook does a great job of, leads his team in steals per game at 3.3. You always have to account for her on the defensive end. They find Swan, corner, 3. And it looks like they're going to get an offensive foul against Hailey Wilson. No, they just called it out of bounds off of her. Frankfort basketball. Set the dribble around that 3-meter volleyball line. Passes to Cook. Cook still scoreless here in the first half.
That was a wide open look.
She's finding her way back after missing the previous 4 games, Miss Cook. Before Weibo, she played in the last game against Western Boone.
Another turnover. Oh, jump ball.
Jump ball gives it back to Frankfort. Around 30 seconds to go. Stay tuned at the half. We'll talk about our upcoming schedule. We'll give some more sponsors some love. Recap the scoring here in the first half. Caitlin Beck, the only starter in the game for the Gophers that has been held scoreless here in the first half, and that's kind of surprising. She's the second leading scorer here for Clinton Prairie. Just hasn't been able to find her rhythm here. That one tipped away. Beck expected a call down the lane, and now maybe she'll be able to earn a couple here. I don't know that Coach Crawford agreed with that one.
He didn't like that one at all, but yeah, the Gophers just took 24 seconds off the clock, and really the last thing you want to do is stop them there, you know, with a couple seconds to go.
Beck at the free throw line, where she's been one of the top free throw shooters this season. Really, out of the players that get the majority of the playing time, Beck leads all players at around 75% from the line, as she gets 1 of 2.
Can't get that one off in time.
But your score at the end of the first half, 41-6. Gophers on top of Frankfort. Stay tuned. Our halftime show comes your way next.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome. Upgrade today.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Many communities in rural America are often overlooked as underserved. These communities are being left behind due to lack of internet and access to state-of-the-art technology. That's why Mulberry Telecommunications provides rural broadband services and technology, and is growing their presence in north-central Indiana. Because every community deserves infrastructure and beyond. To learn more, contact us today.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
For the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, you need a managed Wi-Fi service with advanced Blast Wi-Fi. Blast Wi-Fi systems provide ultimate coverage, ultimate performance, and ultimate power all the time. Available from Mulberry Telecommunications, Blast Wi-Fi systems feature the latest Wi-Fi 6 technology and are equipped with unrivaled bandwidth and 4 times more simultaneous connections, so you can connect tons of devices throughout your home with no lag and no downtime. Plus, with 24/7 support and remote troubleshooting, you can rest assured that Mulberry Telecommunications is always here to help you should any issues arise. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, and it's a blast. Blast Wi-Fi is now included with Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet packages. Contact Mulberry Telecommunications at 296-2885 today to get started.
We welcome you back in here, our ISC studios. Pete Gasho, Sean Walker here at halftime. Clinton Prairie High School. Gophers on top of Frankfort right now, 41-6. Your Gophers are getting the best of my hot dogs, Pete.
Right now, the Gophers are playing really well, and they're actually, they're shooting the ball really well here tonight against that zone defense that Frankfort's putting on them tonight. And it's tough skating for the Hot Dogs right now, that's for sure.
Our scoring at the half, Sydney Swan right now with 12. That leads all scorers. Her sister, Abby Swan, has 11. Claire Eckenbarger with 9. Haven Wilson with 6. Hailey Wilson with 2. And Caitlin Beck with 1. On the other side, it's Daisy Santos Valdez. She has all 6 of Frankfort's points. Both of those shots coming from distance to give her that 6. And for those that are newer to Indiana high school basketball, they do have what they call a mercy rule in effect now. If you're up by 35 points in the second half at any point in time, which is where we are when the second half will start, we should have a running clock. So it'll stop for fouls, it'll stop for timeouts.
Yeah.
But after made buckets, things of that nature, dead ball, the clock will continue to run. So a little different rule. Obviously, they put that in for football a couple of years ago, and now they've got it for basketball as well. So if you see the clock running, don't yell at us. That's what's coming from the stadium. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Hey, we're to take a look at sectional 38. Let's focus in on these Gophers a little bit, and let's highlight this because this sectional is one that we've got on our radar. You look at the teams in this sectional, you have 3 ranked opponents, Pete, in Central Catholic, Carroll, and Seeger. The Gophers, as well as they're playing, not ranked yet. Maybe you'll sneak into there at the end of the year, but so you have potentially 4 ranked teams going into sectional play. And of course, in Indiana, it's the ping pong ball draw, right? You have no idea. It's
That's
lottery,
right, yeah.
who you're going to play, how that's all going to shake out, but definitely one of the tougher sectionals probably in this area for Indiana high school girls basketball.
Oh, I think so too. You look down that line and, right up at the top, right there at number 7 is Lafayette Central Catholic, and that 13 and 6. They play such a tough schedule, and so by the time they come to sectionals, those ladies are well prepared. They're battle tested, and they will be a hard out. That's for sure, and probably one of the top ones to win this sectional.
A lot of fans will look at it and go, that's just not fair, right? Central Catholic's back in the sectional. You had Clinton Prairie, who's a defending sectional champion from a year ago. You have Carroll, who's a defending sectional champion from a year ago. They do a realignment. Both teams get lumped in with Central Catholic, and then they tell them, hey, by the way, Central Catholic's going to host.
Yeah. Then when but when you look down this line now, you got, like you said, Carroll, Seeger, and Clinton Prairie. I really don't think they fear that anymore. I think they welcome that because they want that challenge. And I think on any given night, you can put any of these teams together, and they can have a special night. They can take any of these teams down.
Yeah, for the most part, when you get to tournament play, you're on neutral floors anyway. So
absolutely.
You might as well go over there and play in a tough environment and see if you can come out with a victory. You see the middle of the graphic there. Clinton Prairie, 3-0 versus sectional 38 opponents this season. They've got wins over Carroll, Seeger, and Delphi. And so for these Gophers, they're trending in the right direction, and it's the reason I wanted to highlight this at the half is just to talk about that a little bit. They're trending in the right direction. They've beat 2 of the ranked opponents that are in that sectional during the regular season. Yet, if you look at the John Harrell and all the other places, Gophers are picked to finish 4th right now. So you got to think maybe that's some wall art for Coach Cal Morris and these Gophers, considering they won sectionals in back-to-back years and looking for 3 straight this year.
And that could be some motivation, or it could be like, hey, they're not giving us the respect, and we'll kind of hide out underneath here, and we'll sneak in here and maybe just show you what we're made of. You never know.
Our halftime tonight is brought to us by Ardente Dental, where a team of professional smile makers are dedicated to leading the community to optimal health. Call 654-7222 to schedule your appointment today. Ardente Dental, healthy smiles start here. We've got 3 minutes on the clock here at the half. Want to make sure that we talk about our upcoming schedule as best we can here on ISC. And we've mentioned it already, but just in case you missed it earlier on, these Frankfort Hot Dogs, at least the boys basketball program, will be back on our airwaves on Friday night as they'll take on Benton Central at home. That one live on the ISC Sports Network from Case Arena. The next time you'll see these girls are Wednesday, I believe, against Logansport. That game will be on our airwaves here on ISC. And then for Clinton Prairie, it's a girls and boys doubleheader with Eastern That one comes your way Friday as well. That coverage starts probably right around 5:55 or so, right before the 6 o'clock tip for the girls game. We'll have both of those games back to back for you. That's going to do it for our halftime show. We'll step aside one more final time when we come back. Third quarter action from Clinton Prairie High School.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds.
Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it.
That's the finish. You get a layup, take it, and an and one. The ISC Sports Network is your home for sports content across the Hoosier State. Find us live on TV and streaming or archived on our website and our app. The ISC is your one-stop shop for the content you want to see, including high school sports, college sports, and other great events throughout the year. Subscribe to our streaming service and get access to it all. ISC, local lives here.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby, yo. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome. Upgrade today.
We welcome you back here, start of the third quarter on the ISC Sports Network. Clinton Prairie on top of Frankfort right now, 41-6. And you can hear the Pet Band rocking in the background here at Clinton Prairie High School.
We start the third quarter, possession Gophers.
Something I always enjoy when we get to do these high school games, Pete, is, you know, kind of a side note. I'm a music guy. I love listening to the Pet Bands and
yeah,
hear how good they are.
Yeah, you got to love the pep band, the student section, cheerleaders. It's great. You got to love high school basketball.
Gophers immediately go down low and attack again. And Abby Swan draws the foul. Madison Cook picks up her first. Swan got it to go. She's got 12 points now. Tied for the lead and all scores tonight with her sister Sydney. Not much of a competitive family, you think, between those two?
Yeah. You know, we talked about that with the McGraw boys, you know, on the last year quite a bit, you know, but I have no idea.
Well, I can tell you that I coached them in softball, and I've got a little bit of an idea. Now, they were a lot younger then, but there's competitive fire in both of them.
That's good. Well, they play really well together on the floor, that's for sure.
Look down low to Syra Flores. Tries to go cross court, and all Beck can do that time is get a foot on it. So kick ball will remain with the Hot Dogs. Saw an article recently that graces social media about once a year, every year. Obviously, it's high school mascots, and Frankfort, number 2 on that list
nice.
This year. The Frankfort Hot Dogs mascot.
Do they have a name for him? I'm just curious. I don't have a name for the Gopher. Yeah, it's always just a Gopher.
I don't think so.
Unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I don't remember a name for being a first.
He didn't in the late 90s. We'll say that.
Gary Gopher, yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's Gary Gopher.
Frankie the Hot Dog?
Yeah.
It could be something cool like that.
Always wondered about that.
Looking for 3 from top of the key.
Oh, boy.
Can't get it to go, but I like the offense there from Frankfort.
Absolutely. Nice ball movement that time. Good passes.
Swan in the corner. Get it back out top. Wilson tries to thread the needle that time. Taken away by Cook.
Nice job of Cook. Oh, just going straight up. Tried to draw the foul. Didn't get it.
One Swan to the other.
How about that?
Sydney didn't catch it clean, realized she was about to turn the ball over and made the save, gets the assist instead. Back out top to Cook. Eckenbarger shadowing her. You can see that the Gophers are in more of a traditional man-to-man defense now. Something that Coach Morris has kind of instituted as the season's gone along, knowing that, you know, there may be times they had that University game earlier where University had their number. They knew right where to get the basketball, and they had the pieces to beat that zone defense. Sydney Swan in the lane, she'll draw the foul. See if they give this one to, I believe it's Syra Flores.
Say Flores just down the floor, made a fantastic move, stepping through. Tried to get that layup, couldn't get it to go down. Sydney's gonna take a seat. Grace Good back in.
And for the Hot Dogs, number 10, Jalen Vessels.
Jalen Vessels comes back in for Frankfort. Madison Cook, Jalen Vessels, the two lone seniors on this Hot Dog squad. On cue, Grace Good, one of the four seniors for Clinton Prairie, gets into the scoring column, knocks down the jumper.
That was a great pass right there. Grace wide open, just took advantage of that. And nothing but net there. Nice move that time.
Bordado can't finish. Eckenbarger trying to find the handle here. Claire had 9 in the first quarter, the first half. Look inside of that zone, and immediately Frankfort collapses. Eckenbarger jumper, splash.
That one.
Third Gopher into double figures tonight is Claire.
Yeah, I got Claire's sitting on 11 points now.
Something I always like to do when preparing for these games is Jalen Vessels gets into the scoring column for Frankfort.
Vessels again just catches it down low, quick turn and right up. That's what you got to do. Don't hesitate.
Abby Swan, little contact.
Little push there on Swan, no call. Play on.
I always like to look up the two teams and kind of find out what their history is as far back as I can go. John Harrell is a great website for that type of information.
It is.
I was able to go back to the 2000 and 2001 season. Clinton Prairie and Frankfort deadlocked, 10-10.
Wow.
Over the last 21, 22 years here.
How about that?
They did not play during the COVID year, so I'm guessing they had something going on there where they were unable to fulfill that game, but they have been on each other's schedule for as long as I can remember. Clinton Prairie has won 6 straight games against Frankfort. So at one point in time, Frankfort owned it 10-4. Now knotted up, so that's going to get broke tonight. Gophers will have the tiebreaker for at least another season.
Yeah, Gophers started out really hot from beyond the arc and not able to really get anything to go since early in the second quarter.
Caitlin Beck checks out. Sydney Swan comes back into the game. Important to note that junior Emma Nash is on the floor as well. She has the ball there, number 5. Eckenbarger for 3.
Yeah, Claire says,
5 in the third quarter, 14 overall in the game. That ties her season high. She had 14 points versus Kankakee Valley. She's taking on more of a facilitating role this year.
Great look down low, but an even better recovery by Hailey Wilson. She was able to knock that one away before they were able to, the Hot Dogs able to get a hand on it.
Looking ahead to next season for this Gopher squad, and you return Abby Swan, who's obviously been very significant this season, as well as Hailey Wilson, who's both of those just sophomores. They'll be juniors next year. Had quite a bit of playing time. Haven Wilson, just a junior. She's been in the starting lineup all season long. She'll be ready for her senior year a year from now.
That'll be pretty tough to see Eckenbarger, Beck, and Sydney Swan, Grace Good, all moving on. A couple of those young ladies are actually getting recruited right now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice
Good
look.
pass.
Oh.
McAtee finds Vessels. She couldn't find the bottom of the hoop. It was a great pass right where the ball needed to be. 52-8 as the third quarter comes to a close. Gophers will hold for the final shot of the third. Eckenbarger tries to drop it down low. It sneaks through to Swan. No. And clock expires on the third. 52-8 after 3. We'll take a quick break. When we come back. Fourth and final quarter right after this.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County.
Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. So that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action here on the ISC Sports Network. 52-8 right now. Your score is Clinton Prairie on top of these Frankfort Hot Dogs. Clinton County rivals for many, many years. Frankfort will inbound to McAtee. Over to Vessels. That one knocked away by Haven Wilson. Quickly to Eckenbarger, and Eckenbarger quickly ahead.
Get a bump.
Little bump on the body.
Little bump there down low. Nice drive to the hoop.
Wilson, shot up, nope. Swan on the offensive glass for the Gophers. Sydney down the lane, shot up and in. She's got 14. Third Gopher with at least 14 points tonight. Guardado's shot off the mark, saved by Ashley Vasquez Rivera. Right to the Gophers. Under 7 minutes to go in this one. Can't believe basketball season's already kind of coming to a close here with girls basketball approaching their final few games of the year. We're already talking about sectional play. We just celebrated New Year's, Pete, and it's already halfway through January.
I know. Just keeps rolling by. Really is such a fun time of the year, though, that's for sure.
This portion of our broadcast brought to us by Mulberry Telecommunications, where they offer service in Mulberry, Dayton, Piermont, rural Lafayette, rural Frankfort, and other communities in Clinton, Carroll, and Tippecanoe County. Mulberry Fiber is coming soon to Flora, Bringhurst, Cutler, and Jefferson. Pay attention, Jefferson is coming your way in other locations. Fiber internet packages start at just $49.95 per month. For more information, visit mintel.net. Mulberry Telecommunications is the best gig in town. Beck looks down low. Gophers just playing keep away at the moment. Cross court, Beck lines it up, 3 on the way.
Ooh, man.
Swan went up for that
Wow.
one, came down hard.
No call.
I think he shakes it off. She'll
Yeah.
come out of the game.
That's a tough young lady, man. That was a rough fall.
Number 34, Ava Brewer, comes into the game. So a little bit of what you might see next year, minus obviously Grace Goods on the floor. She's a senior. The rest of the Gophers right now underclassmen. Hailey Wilson missed a shot. Good couldn't get the rebound. They get a foul against Good.
Yeah, she was right there, tried to get her hand on it, just didn't have position. Came down and drew the foul.
Frankfort Ball Club had their last winning season back in the 08-09 year, and their head coach at that time is now athletic director at Frankfort, Ed Niehaus. Ed Niehaus was assistant baseball coach and a math teacher when I was in high school. I bring up Ed because he is completing his 40th year at Frankfort High School.
That's impressive.
This short break in the action lets us thank our friends at Scott Young One Midwest Financial, where they offer a wide range of products and services that can help clients get the stability needed to face life's surprises. Scott works in sync with his clients to uncover their financial goals, review the state of their financial health, and identify strategies that guide them up and down the financial mountain. You can email Scott at syoung@onemidwestfp.com. You also see his phone number there on the screen. That one taken away by Natalie King, the freshman. Number 24 checks in. Gophers with some fresh faces on the floor. Brewer goes baseline.
Oh.
A little too strong.
That was a nice move.
Loose ball. Cook gets into the teeth of the defense. That shot just a little short.
Had a few of those down low like that, just not able to get it to come off the glass and in.
Not often that Madison Cook is held scoreless for these hot dogs. He's trying to work her way back here into rotation.
Gophers really just working this clock, running this weave here. You know, they got the big lead. There's no sense of getting any kind of hurry.
The loose ball there. Looks like Nash is okay. A little inadvertent
Take
elbow.
a little bit. Yep.
Just trying to clear.
I think she thought, yeah, they were going to reach in and try to take it away, try to tie them up. Got to be careful there, trying to swing the elbows.
Nash lines up a three.
Oh, how about that one?
And if it did hurt, it doesn't hurt anymore.
Nope.
Nash knocks down the three. She is the 8th Gopher to score in this one tonight. Take another look at this one here. Give Emma Nasher.
To fake the drive in, the kick out. Three on the way, good.
Look at the bench, elated for her. It's always awesome when younger players get a little extra playing time.
How about
She
that?
rewards them with a steal.
Nope, nobody home.
Loose ball there, knocked away by Evelyn Vasquez. Under a minute remaining now in this one. Again, want to thank our tremendous ISC Sports Network crew, Elijah Mash, Sam Waugh, Tony Stewart, Pete Gashill. I'm Sean Walker. We appreciate you tuning in and spending your Tuesday night with us here on the ISC Sports Network. Get a bump with the body and then good sign of sportsmanship. Called that foul on Jada Vessels. second foul. The Gophers will look to just dribble out the clock and put a cap on this one.
Oh, got off the foot.
The clock continues to run again. Doesn't stop for
do
dead
it.
balls
Yep.
because of the spread. And
That
for
will.
our telecast here tonight, 57-8 is your final score here from Clinton Prairie High School. Pete, your final thoughts on this one? Gophers look good.
Yeah, Gophers look really good. They didn't have any, they didn't relax from that big win, over Carroll, so they took care of business here tonight. Got a couple more games coming up that they think they take care of business. Like I said, they can roll into sectionals here on a high note. And for the Frankfort Hot Dogs, they got to just keep working. They got a lot of real young team here, a lot of potential on that team. So I hope these girls stick it out, and we'll see them next year.
Keep providing the effort for the Frankfort Hot Dog fans. Again, tune in Friday night. We've got the Benton Central Frankfort boys basketball game for you. Then on January 25th, we'll have Logan Sport at Frankfort girls basketball action that'll grace our airwaves. For Gopher fans, we'll see you on Friday night as Eastern comes to town. It'll be a varsity doubleheader that night. For these Lady Gophers, they improved to 14-7 on the season. They have now won 5 straight games for Coach Kel Morris. They look to continue that hot streak Friday night. We hope you tune in that night with us again. For Pete Gasho, I'm Sean Walker. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
There is something for everyone to love at Mulberry Pizza King. We have fresh salads, hot sandwiches, frozen treats, and fountain drinks. And of course, pizza! Always made to order and cooked in our ovens until your pizza is fit for a king. So come see why we've been a Mulberry tradition since 1974. Dine in at 137 South Glick Street in Mulberry or call 765-296-2344 to place a carry-out order.